Guys, we are finishing off the series where I tell you reasons why people hate a map and why people love a map. And well, I left it with the newest, most controversial one in here, which is Train. And while the first video where I talked about why people love Train was hard to make because honestly, I belong to the latter category who hate the map. And well, I only played it because I needed content for it. So let's give you the reasons why people hate Train and why it's always a permaban. But before we get into that, guys, don't forget to check out the giveaway in the description down below. Read the rules, and there's more on Discord. And as always, now a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Skin Baron, the ultimate marketplace for buying and selling your CS skins. Skin Baron is a German company with an excellent Trustpilot rating, trusted by thousands of players. Save up to 30% compared to the Steam market with over 1 billion skins and easy to use filters. Finding your perfect skin is a breeze. They offer multiple payment methods including credit card, Klarna and even more. And if you're selling a skin worth over 1,000 euros, you'll only pay 2% fees on it. Use my code Shifterz to support the channel and start your Skin Baron journey today. Thank you, Skin Baron, and now back to the video. Okay, let's start it off with the most obvious point, which is performance issues. So, Train is a beautiful map aesthetically. This is currently one of the few maps in CS2 that has built from the ground up with the CS2 engine and looks amazing. The water effects on the gun, knife and gloves look beautiful. However, this comes at a cost. Performance. And if you don't have a beefy PC, yeah, you're suffering. And well, in a competitive game where FPS is crucial to perform good, is kind of a no-brainer why this map is a permaban. And you can see it in the numbers. Out of all of the games played during August 2025, we can see Nuke has only been played 4%. There is almost a 6% gap from Train to the second least played map, which is Overpass at 10.8%. And well, the next point doesn't really make it better because, listen up, this map is currently extremely CT-sided, especially with the new update with the money economy. Again, looking at the Leadify stats, we can see 54% out of all Train wins happen on CT side and only 46% happen on the T side. So this means in the menu where you're selecting the map, it is vital that you're able to start off on the T side and try to get as many rounds as possible so you can drift easily through the CT side. And yeah, this is basically just like old school Nuke, if you remember that. Back then, you only had to get what, like 3-4 rounds, I would say, on the T side, and then you just had to play flawless, which wasn't that hard. And for the next point, let's find out why it is so extremely CT-sided. And it's because the narrow and linear entry points of the map. The entry points for the Ts are very limited and they're proper chokeholds with not a lot of movement. Meaning if you don't have proper utility throwage and a coordinated team, you're really gonna suffer. Because for A side, you effectively have Popdog, which is a doorway, Ivy, which is a corridor, and T main, which yeah, is a bit more open. However, try going through that without any utility help. And B side isn't even better. You have upper and lower, and those are extremely hard choke points. But you know what's also not amazing? It's getting killed from the same weapon over and over again. And yes, you can say you just need to know how to counter it properly. However, overall, Train is a map favored for obtuse. And this is thanks to the long sight lines the map naturally has. For example, Ivy, camera, and obviously backside on B. Those places are naturally built for oppers. And well, either you peek them properly and give them an instant one tap, or you use proper tactics to outplay them. However, if you cannot do both of those things, you're not gonna have a good time on Train. And well, for the last point, we're gonna focus on the bomb sites themselves. They are difficult bomb sites to get onto, to hold, and especially for the post plants, they are very difficult. Getting a bomb planted and then trying to stay alive is a nightmare. And I would argue A is a bit easier than B, since you are in a natural choke point and you have different elevations that you need to be careful of. So it makes it an extremely hard bomb site to defend and makes it easy for retakes. And well, all of these points led to the map becoming unpopular with the community. The OGs, they're gonna love it, or else there wouldn't be, well, 4% of people who still choose to play Train. However, most of the community is gonna choose different. And yeah, so I know I've asked you this before in the previous video, but let me know down in the description below. What's your honest opinion on Train? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out everything in the description down below. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. And don't forget, I'm on holiday, so these videos are pre-recorded, and therefore there is going to be a lot of content over the holiday time. A special thanks to my supporters, Dennis, die Katze.